That was an incredible, insightful speech, radiating Yeon's brilliant scientific knowledge. What did you think, Kieran?
I was very impressed by the mindset related to engines. I think today, Yeon has fully fueled the engines in all of our minds. Thank you again for such valuable insights.
Our next speaker is Nahye Kwon, who always lights up the room with a smile as bright as sunshine. I heard that she has prepared a lot to share ideas of encouragement and comfort with all of you. Are you ready? Thank you.
Then, let's welcome Nahye Kwon with a big round of applause.
Hello everyone. I can't believe 2025 has already come to an end. For the 70s class, this year was the very first year at Google, and for the 69th class, it was the demanding second year of high school. You've all done such a great job getting through it. The reason I'm standing here today is to share a few words of encouragement and comfort. Please take it lightly. I'm just gonna meddle a bit with your hearts. Before I begin, let's take a closer look at our theme, radiate, not just shine. I found two key points in this short phrase. First, I believe that this theme assumes something very important, that we are already shining. It's not only radiate, but also not just shine. The shine part means that from the moment we were born, we've had our own light, the light of life itself. In other words, our very existence means we already shine. And even right now, I can see that light in each of you. So, why am I stating something that sounds so obvious? Because even though we all know it, we often forget it, that each of us is special and valuable no matter what. The second point is about the word radiate. To me, radiating isn't just about giving off light. It's about revealing the unique color of your own light. If we don't radiate, people may see our brightness, but they don't know what kind of light it is. Only when we radiate can we discover and understand and express our own color, and by realizing what the color means, we begin to understand our purpose and role in life. Then, how can we truly radiate? I'd like to explain this through the 3 steps of firing a gun. Ready, aim, and shoot. The first step is ready. This is when we take time to understand ourselves and our surroundings. According to psychologist Erik Erikson describes adolescence as the stage of identity versus role confusion. During this period, exploring different roles and forming our own values and belief systems are key tests. I especially want to focus on the formation of values and beliefs, and to do that, we need to ask ourselves many questions. Questions like, who am I? What am I good at? What kind of life do I want to live? And what truly makes me happy? And also questions about our current situation. Where am I now? How can I address these challenges? Asking these questions is an essential part of understanding ourselves. You can think about these things quietly, write them down, or just learn through experience, whatever works for you. The second step is aim. This is where you think concretely about what you really want to do. According to Logan with them, we jointly developed the goal-setting theory. Specific and difficult goals lead to higher performance than general goals, such as just simply doing your best. The goals they talk about are not just simple resolutions. They act as mechanisms that guide our behavior. The goals they talk about, goals that trigger action, they have certain qualities: specificity, challenge, and acceptance. Being specific means having clear numbers or deadlines, and I especially recommend setting short-term and visible goals. It is also important that we personally agree with the goal and that it is somewhat challenging yet achievable. However, I want to add one more point. We don't always need to set goals just to move forward. Goals can simply be for fun, curiosity, or even to take a short break. And that is perfectly fine. The only question you need to ask is, will I regret not doing this? If the answer is yes, then go for it. As long as it's something that you can handle. But remember that knowing whether you can handle it is something you have to consider seriously. Finally, the third step is shoot. That is, it's time to action. What I want to emphasize here is, don't avoid something just because you're afraid. Not everything will go as expected, but even the experiences that don't turn out well have meaning. Let me share one of my own experiences. When I was in middle school, I went through 3 interviews. 2 were for clubs and 1 was for student council. Honestly, for the club interviews, I wasn't particularly skilled in the area, nor was I very eager. I went in unprepared, literally to gain experience. Unsurprisingly, I failed both, and all I gained was a bit of a trauma from the experience. Speaking my thoughts on the spot in a tense environment was very difficult. The student council interviews, however, was different. I felt confident that I could do well. I genuinely wanted the role, and I had prepared thoroughly. I was still nervous, but I dared to try. But in the end, the student council didn't choose me either. I was disappointed, but I didn't regret. In fact, going through all 3 interviews gave me a solid wrong answer notebook to learn from. This shows that failure doesn't equal a meaningless experience. Also, all choices we make each moment are about the process itself, not the consequence, so we don't need to feel afraid. And don't give up too early because you think something won't work. There are more paths and options than we think, and we're still young, so there's nothing to lose by trying. Have courage and take the shot. When you complete these 3 steps, you'll gain a clearer understanding of yourself. That understanding becomes the foundation of the next round. Ready, aim, and shoot again. By repeating this process, you'll eventually discover your own color and even shape or refine your light. The more we radiate, the brighter and more vivid our light becomes. As I said earlier, radiating is a lot like firing a gun. And when the trigger is pulled, there is a brief but powerful flash of light caused by in completely burned gunpowder particles, leaving the muzzle and emitting oxygen in the air. In the same way, even though we are imperfect, when we act with sincerity and passion, we can also give out of flesh. Maybe just for a moment, but unmistakably bright. So, if there's something you want to do, I challenge you not to hesitate to take the shot and face your own light. Radiate, not just shine. Ready, aim, and just shoot. Thank you.